Hello everybody, welcome back to X-Plane 11 once again. Today we're doing a flight from Denver up to Salt Lake City. I did pick up the new Salt Lake City scenery. It's not new, but it's new to me. I did not get that. I don't know how I missed it, but it looks awesome. So we're gonna go up there and check it out. So we are here in Denver and we have the wonderful Frontier livery on the Flight Factor A320. Still getting to grips with this airplane. It's taken a while. This time, since we did the whole setup procedure of the McDo and everything last time, we're not going to do it this time. I have it all pre-done so we can just get going and head up to Salt Lake City. You see we have the City Turtle on the back of the tail there. So moving around, you're going to notice that the frame rates are pretty spectacular. I am running on the new PC and it runs X-Plane absolutely wonderfully. If I go to data output and I go to frame rate, you can see here just on the ground in Salt Lake right now, we're getting around 50. When we get in the air, we can get upwards of over 60, which is insane. But here on YouTube, 60 frames is pretty much what we're going for. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's turn all this stuff off. Don't need that. Boom. All right, fantastic. Let's head up into the airplane and get situated. Here we are. And I'll show you the route we're doing. We'll go into plan mode real quick. We're departing on 34 left here in Denver. And we are going to, let's go ahead and step through it actually. Go direct to Linger. And then we go out to Corona, Ralphie, Rapids, Peckins, Foot. We're doing the Foot, I think it's the 3 departure. And then we go up to Penny and then Romeo Lima Golf for that VR, Vortac. And then to Echo Kilo Romeo. We'll hit our top of climb and then we will hit our top of descent soon afterwards. We're not going to be cruising very long today. So that'll be fun. There it is right there. And then we hit Spain, Leahy, Bloop, Camp, Plague, Dunlop. And then we go to Flag. And we'll be landing on 34 left. So we're departing on 34 left and we're landing on 34 left today. How about that? Winds are out of the north and they aren't very nice. I will tell you that much. Let's go back up to the top. Here we are right there. And we'll go back to ARC. We'll put it set to 20. If you look on the browser here, look at the airplanes moving around because the winds are 290 at 18, gusting to 29 knots. So it's gonna be a rough departure. We are using the NOAA plugin, so we should get some more realistic weather. Hopefully that'll be the case. Oh, look at that, Denver International Airport. You can see the little terminal there. Altimeter is 299.7. We're gonna climb, maintain flight level 150 on departure, so we won't have to. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Now, last time we flew this airplane, the blower was on this. You can see how loud that actually is. So if it's too loud for you and you own this airplane, you can just click that blower and it goes bye-bye. So no big deal. We're using the checklist. It's 100% today. We just finished up the FMGS setup. Everything is good to go. Our S's are good. Yep, got all the way down to the FCU and that was all good to go. Okay, fantastic. So before start checklist, fueling. Let's do that. The truck is out there, so we're going to go ahead and remove him. We have 7,148 kilograms of fuel on board. That is what SimBrief was telling us right here. If you look at SimBrief, when we go down here, you can see right there. There's our passenger load 131 and cargo at 3.3. So we've got up here at the top block fuel right there, 7147. Back to service. Back to our checklist. So fueling's good. Chocks, we're gonna remove those. Let's go ahead and do that now. Chocks, you can go bye-bye. Traffic cones are removed. Overhead panel, APU will go to start. So we want to go to master switch. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Start it up. Hopefully we have a working APU. APU is firing up. The flap is open in the back there. There it goes. APU is coming to life. After that will be the APU bleed, and then we can turn the external power off once we get onto the APU. The doors will be closed, and then the beacon can be set. So what we want to do is go here to service, and let's go to cargo. Let's get these guys and close up the doors. And you hear that little high-pitched sound, little squeal. That's the doors closing. There we go. Passengers, we're going to close the LF. There it goes. Waiting for this APU to come on bus here, which it looks like it's good to go, and we'll do APU bleed on. All right, back to the checklist. APU bleed's good. External power is off. Here we go. Now it is. Yep, completely on the APU power now. Fantastic. Doors are closed. Beacon is on. Let's go ahead and call up the pushback and get out of here. Better pushback. Pre-plan it. We're going to push out to the tail to the right over this way. So we're going to have them actually go like this. We'll make it a 3-step process here. I'm going to here. About right there. Yep, there. And then here will be the final stop right there. Perfect. Hit enter.
Round to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
We are ready to go. So let's go ahead and better push back that. Hit start pushback. Takes it like a 2-second delay
Round
here.
to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Fantastic. We'll be looking for him. Here he is right here. Let's go to the outside view and watch him hook up. We're going to have them remove the gate. So to remove the gate, you just cycle the park and brake. And there it goes off the airplane. You see the little light on the bottom there moving around. And the tow driver is here to push us out. That shouldn't be an issue at all. This is a little bit of a process for them to hook it up, though. We have seen in the past, so I'll show you what they do. You see the engines are windmilling in the wind because the winds are pretty gusty, like we explained earlier.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
All right, you're clear to connect. There he goes. Let's go a little bit forward. Ooh, a little bit further here. All right, here it's cool. And then that platform goes underneath there, and it's going to raise up the nose wheel. That's what it's doing right now. There's the closing of the little arms. Now it's raising it, which it does take a little bit of time to do. Just like that. Okay.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I'm going to release the parking brake, and we are cleared to put. They're clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, pushback and engine start. Clearance is obtained. Ground communications good. Right side was clear. Pedestal engine mode selector is going to go to ignition. So we're going to go to over the right. There it goes. Give it a few seconds here. Engine master, we'll turn that on in a second here. They're pushing us away from the gate. Off to the right here. And we have some wing views here today. We've got one looking out the right-hand side there. And we have one looking off our left wing. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Turn 2. And we'll do a wing view here of the startup there on engine number 2. Sounds like the engine's up and running pretty good. All right. Looking nice and fine there. All right, let's go ahead and start. We'll wait for them to stop the pushback and we'll start engine 1. See the gens on engine 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. You're clear to disconnect tow bar. Why are the flaps moving
Disconnecting
around?
tow. Stand by.
I did not hit you, flaps. Don't be stupid now. Yeah, we know it has a fault thing. We're gonna clear those. Clear, clear, clear. All right, sweet. Let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Turn in 1. Go to the outside view for that. All right, they're clear to disconnect, and we'll look for hand signals. We are starting engine number 1 right now. And there comes the life right there.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
All right, we're all set up here. Thanks for your help. We'll see you next time. All right, we're all fired up here. We're gonna go ahead and go flaps 1. That's gonna be part of the checklist here, but we're gonna watch them come down just like that. We'll do our flight controls as well. We got left, neutral. We'll look on the other side. We got right, neutral, and here in the front we can go to our flight controls right there, and we can see what we're doing right here. We got forward, neutral, back, neutral. Then we have our right rudder, neutral, left rudder, neutral. All right. After pushback, after start, checklist. Overhead panel, engine, wing, anti-ice as required. It's good to go. APU bleed will go off and APU master will go off. So APU bleed off, master switch is off. Pedestal pitch trim, we're going to set that. Perfect data says up 1.4. So we'll do that, up 1.4. We're on this flight controls right here. We go up 1.4. Quite a bit of pitch trim. Airplane's a little nose heavy. All right. That looks good. Engine mode selector, we're gonna leave it over there on the first one. Spoilers are armed. All right. Flaps are set for 1 for takeoff. Rudder trims at 0. ECAM flight controls. We check those. They're free and correct. ECAM door page. Check the doors. Doors are green. We're good. ECAM status is checked. And hand signals are received. We are clear to taxi, everybody. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Taxi light is on. Parking brake is released. Doesn't take much power to get going here. Not at all, really. It just starts going down the hill. So we'll taxi over to 3-4 left and get on out of here. All right, we're almost down here to the runway, so we are good on this. Let's do our taxi checklist. We've got taxi clearance. We've already got parking brake was released. Auto brake is going to be set to max, like that. And then on top of that, we've got takeoff config. We're going to press that. Let me get over here to the left. Takeoff config right there. Boom. And normal. Taxi light is on. Before takeoff checklist is next. TCAS, T-A-R-A. Set to all there. Okay, looking good. Engine mode selector is good. Brake temps. We're gonna check for 150. Let's keep an eye on those. Go to wheel. A lot of stuff you gotta do when you're taxiing an A320. Those are good. We're at 90, so we're fine. Brake fans are off. Sliding tables are stowed. Takeoff clearance is good. External lights, we'll get those when we get down here. And we'll be ready for after takeoff checklist will be next. All right, so let's go ahead and assume they give us permission for takeoff. So takeoff on, strobes are on, lane lights are on. Ding them. Let the flight attendants know we're ready to get on out of here. We'll start the chronometer as soon as we get on the runway. And we're waiting for XRAS the RAS system to say approaching 3-4 left, which they will say very soon. Flight line is clear. I'm not running world traffic today. I've been having some major skipping issues with it. Got a hell of a crosswind off our left-hand side on takeoff, so be ready for that.
Approaching 3-4 left.
Yes, we are. Ready to go. Start the chronometer. Bam. It's good. Go up this big old hill, 3-4 left here. Bring our power
on
up.
Runway 3-4 left.
Let them stabilize the engines. That's good. And take off. We're gonna flex 45. Get right there. Takeoff power set. Those winds are kicking. Using a little bit of crosswind correction here with the left aileron. Goes over 100 knots there. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Whew. That was a windy departure. Now we can do direct to linger. What we're gonna do right here. So we'll go direct. We'll do linger. Boom, right there, and insert. We're doing the RNAV departure. Still hand flying her. Climb thrust. Set. Still hand flying, and once we roll off here, we'll go to autopilot system. And right there's good. Autopilot is enabled. Climb, maintain flight level 250. Okay, after takeoff checklist. Spoilers disarmed. Engine mode selector as required. We'll just go put it in normal. Taxi light is off. There we go. Engine wing anti-ice is required. Packs 1 and 2 are on. After takeoff checklist complete. Next will be 10,000 foot checks, which is we're coming up on here shortly. Bring our flaps in. Yeah, they were in. We're at 10,000 feet. Why are we not going up to 250? Come on now. Come on now. It's part of the departure, I believe. Yep, 10,000 there. Lingers 10,000. We're almost 2, and then we start our way up to Corona. It's a little bit of a step climb we got to get used to. So we're pretty much at 10,000 feet right here. So we're going to go ahead and do 10,000 checks. We'll go landing lights off. Wing light can come off as well. There we go. And we've got exterior lights off. Seatbelt signs are on. Pressurization. We'll make sure that's good to go. And we are in the green on that. Fantastic. 10,000 foot checklist complete. We're over Linger. We should start our way up towards Corona here shortly. There it is. We're in climb mode. And we are departing out of Denver. Looking nice. 12,500 feet. We got a nice view of the Rockies out of the window here as we head towards Salt Lake. What are we looking like here? We can go ahead and pop this guy out a couple more. There's 40 and 80 there. There's our Tava climb right there. And then Tava descends way past EKR, so it's not too bad. Interesting step climb. I've never had to do, I've never done a departure out of Denver before, so it's a first for me. Looking good. Check takeoff data. Okay, GPS priming. Oh, those were all things that I didn't clear from earlier. Okay, that's good. We got the landing gear up and the lights are off on all of that. Fantastic. It's just managing the airplane right now. That's all we're doing. Let's have a look at the weather in Salt Lake City right now. We've got 10 statute miles of visibility, so variable winds. That's what we're landing on 3-4 left. We're just gonna, the winds are variable at 6, so we can just land on anywhere we want to, but we're gonna do 3-4 left because it's just a nice straight shot in. 10 statute miles of visibility, few clouds at 900 feet, or sorry, 9,000 feet. We've got scattered at 12,000, scattered at 21,000, broken at 25,000 feet, altitude 3002. So a nice high pressure system up there. Pressure, yeah, whatever that means, right? Waiting on our 18,000 foot mark so we can put this into standard mode. You just pull the knob to standard, you see. I know last time we didn't do that. There's a lot of things we did wrong last time, but we're trying to make up for them this time. How about that? Overhead looks good. Okay, we're over that one. Now we head to Pickens, then Foot, then Penny, and then we're pretty much at the end of our SID. And then we head to Romeo Lima Golf. 17,300 feet. Waiting for 180 here. Very shortly. So we set that to standard and sit back and relax, folks. 17,800. Here it comes. We can turn our terrain on ND if we want to. I can show you what that's like. This shows you the terrain around us. Since we are over the Rocky Mountains, we can paint those out. We can bring it down a little bit here. There we go. 18,000 feet. We pull it to standard. Like that. And we're in STD right there, standard mode. So that means we are at 2992. Still climbing through that. And let's just go ahead and clear ourselves all the way up to our final flight altitude today of flight level 360. So let's go ahead and clear ourselves at 360 here. That looks good. 360 right there. Confirmed. Hitting some turbulence over the Rocky Mountains right now. We figured that was probably going to be the case. We're just going to let the flight attendants know they need to, oops, click too many things there. Just flip that sign so they know that they can get back to their seats because it's going to be a little rough as we get over the Rocky Mountains here. You see the Rockies down there on the left. Very nice. The snow caps there. So we ran into some cloud cover here as well. So hopefully we get to our final flight level of 360. We'll be able to turn off those seatbelt signs. Checking in at 27,000 feet, headed up to 360. So hitting some turbulence right now. We're going to turn off our terrain on ND. No need for that. Let's pop this guy out a little bit so we can see our route. There's our top of descent, or climb up there. We're just past EKR. Man, we are getting absolutely rocked over these mountains today. So hopefully as we climb a little higher, we'll get out of the way of the turbulence for these folks. Because I'm sure they're not having a good time with it right now. at flight level 320 right now, and we finally got up out of the turbulence. Just slowly coming back here and there, but was really smooth there for a little bit, and now it's coming back. So sorry, folks back there. Still can't turn the well, we can't turn the seatbelt signs off yet. Anyway, we're not at cruise. Still climbing towards 360 ever so slightly. Nope, we're back in the turbulence, so they're getting shaken pretty good today. All right, let's go ahead and go to Google. I want to, oh, look at that. We just got out of the turbulence. Oh, nope, spoke too soon. We're gonna go to ADDS. ADDS is Aviation Digital Data Service. You can go here, and then we can go to the turbulence forecasts. My God, we're getting rocked again. And then we can look at the SIGMETs here. No turbulence, SIGMETs valid now. Okay, good to know. Can we go back? I think we gotta go back to it this way. Otherwise, you can't hit back. That just takes you back to the very beginning in this browser for some reason. We'll click on turbulence again. We're getting shaken to bits. Let's go to Northwest for the turbulence aircraft reports. So we departed out of Colorado, Denver, and we're going up here to Salt Lake City. So it looks like some moderate turbulence was reported up here in Salt Lake City. It looks like it's at the surface, honestly. So it's going to be a shaky arrival in as well. Let's go back down, and we can go to the other chart. Let's look at the graphical turbulence chart here. And is it going to load in here? It may not load in here with this browser, but yep, that's where all the turbulence is coming from. We are just getting absolutely rocked. But look at the headwind we have. 126 knot headwind. And we are only doing 342 across the ground. That is not good at all. 34,400. We're at 800 feet per minute on the climb. And the airplane's just hanging in there. Coming up on flight level 360, our cruise altitude right there. Just went into Mach mode, and we are still getting rocked around pretty good. So that was, I mean, we started getting turbulence down in 20,000 something feet, so we're not going to be able to hunt downward to avoid the turbulence. We're going to have to just kind of ride it out. We could climb over it, but I don't think that's going to change. I think the reason why we're just getting absolutely rocked is this 127 knot jet stream just slamming us. So we're gonna just ride it out here. We are currently, there's our top of descent there, so we're past the halfway mark here. We are 224 miles from Salt Lake City, so we'll start down at the top of descent, which is right there, not too much further, and it's gonna be a rough approach. I know that. Cruising along at flight level 360. Looks like the wind is still 126. We're still getting beat up here and there. It slows down a little bit, and then it gets bad again. So we're just going to fly this entire flight with a seatbelt sign on. We are currently into destination data. Okay, we're at that point where they want the destination data, so let's do that. We go to the... What page is that? That's the performance page? Yep. We go to next phase, over to approach. Here we go. So let's actually get it updated, because this is usually changing all the time, but check it out. The winds shifted to 340 at 3 knots out of the north, and we're landing on 34 left, so it just worked out perfectly. Let's go ahead and go back to google.com, and then we'll do Salt Lake City METAR. There it is right there. And we've got an updated one, 340 at 3 knots, 10 statute miles of visibility, scattered 8,500, scattered at 21,000 feet, broken at 25,000. And here is our temperature, 16, altitude 3000, 30.00. Boom. Temperature, 16. There we go. Winds are going to be 340 at 3. 340 at 03. Transition altitude of 18,000 feet. And we are getting beat up again. Woo! That looks good right there. I think it should be pretty happy with that. Go around. That's good. Okay, cool. Previous. Don't be a bonehead like me. Hit previous again. And accidentally hit activate approach phase. It's so easy to do that with these little keys down here. So don't want to hit that until we're about 10 miles out from the final approach fix. So that's all good to go. Destination data, we did all of that, so we can clear it over there as well. We'll put this back on the flight plan page because that's already in that mode. Oh, we could have just done that from the beginning. Duh. Top of descent. 49 nautical miles from that, looks like. Yeah. No. Is that what it is? No, it's definitely higher than that. We're, no, that's about right. 49-ish. Okay. Back to what we were doing. All right, before we get our top of descent, if you're wondering how we get this kind of shaking plugin happening here, it is the XP Realistic Pro. This is what allows you to get all these different kind of camera effects, the touchdown effects and whatnot, using version 1.0.92. And for the weather and the graphics, I am using Ultra Weather XP 2.2, the new version of it. All right, let's have a look at our way down here. So we're going to descend and maintain 12,000 to bloop. So we're going to do that in the MCP here in a second. So let's go ahead and get it ready to go. We'll go down to 12,000 feet. We'll have that ready to go for us. 12,000. Right there's good. And right when we get to our top of descent, we just push that in and the airplane will start its path on the way down. So what do we have here on our checklist? We have pre-descent. ATIS is good. We got that. McDo. Flight plan, perf, nav, rad, set. Good. Nav accuracy. We're going to check that. We hit prog page for that. And as you can see right there, accuracy is high. That's what we want. Back to the flight plan. Looking good. We're almost to that top of descent. I'll even put it in 10 nautical mile mode so we can see right when we get to it. We're going to be right on it. And leaky bloop. Got a camp. It's down to 10,000. You probably just go down to 10,000, honestly. There it is right there. So let's go ahead and push it in. Come on. There it goes. We're in descent mode now. And the airplane is starting its way down. So let's get out of this rough air. And, well, I don't think we're going to get away from it, but we'll see. So that was good. Seatbelt sign is on. Auto brakes. We want to set those now. We're going to be medium. That's set. And seatbelt signs are on, like I said. Anti-ice is required. We're good on anti-ice. Approach checklist will be for the next part when we get into the approach phase. Oh, look at that. Getting a little smoother as we start our descent down, so that's good. All right, on our way into Salt Lake City. We made our initial descent. All right, 18,000 feet right there. We're going to go ahead and push this in, and we're going to go to altimeter 3000 all the way across the board. That looks good. I'm going to turn terrain on our ND here since we are in the area of mountains, and they're not calling for any drag, so we're not going to do it yet. It might tell us in a little while we need to increase some drag out here for just help slow the airplane down with the spoilers. Visibility dropped quite a bit. We can see the mountains around us. And the air is a lot smoother down below here right now. Sorry, my voice is kind of going to go up and down because I just was eating some hot wings during the cruise flight. There's our turn right there over Spain. And now we go to Leahy. And then we're going to go to Blope and start our final approach into this area. So let's do the approach checklist. We're below 18,000 feet. Sliding tables are stowed. That's those guys right here. There. And they are stowed indeed. External lights are... Oh, maybe they want this for 10,000 feet, looks like. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, we can do it now. Not a big deal. We'll be there soon. External lights will be on here a little bit. Seatbelt sign is on LS. We're going to push that. So now we have the landing system ready to go. Pressurization. We're going to check that. That's good. Okay. ECAM status is checked. All right. Approach checklist is complete. 10,000 feet. We're going to be turning our landing lights on. We're at 14,800 feet right now. I do have it set to 10,000. We're going to keep an eye on it. Airplane's at 320 knots now. It's not the slowdown yet. That's what this little pink dot there is going to be the decel for that. And you can see it right here, the speed limit right there, 250 at 10,000 feet. So we're going to camp at 11,000. Limits at 10,000. If we continue to go downward, you can see 9,730 at Plage. So looks like another decel right there. And then Dunlop, flag. So flag looks like our final... That's the final one, so it's gonna be 6,100. We might be able to let the airplane do its thing if we just bring it down to 6,100 feet. So let's do that. We'll monitor it on the way down, so hopefully it doesn't kick out on me. I've had some issues where I've had it kick out and then it's stuck in a vertical speed mode of 800 feet per minute, and you'll never make the runway doing that. So keep that in mind. You got to be ahead of the, or not ahead, but you just got to manage the airplane. The airplane does fly itself quite nicely, but you still have to give it some love. Are those people in the sailboats out there? Yes, they are. Look at all the sailboats. Oh, look at that old clipper ship. That is cool. Wow. Did not expect that. There's 10,000 feet right there. We're gonna go ahead and turn our landing lights on. We did descend below the clouds, and the visibility dropped quite a bit, so it's a little murky down here in Salt Lake City right now. So we'll be ready for that. We'll turn our wing light on as well, so we have some more visibility. We're at 9,500 feet. We've got the glide slope coming in now, which we are going to arm the approach once we do start to grab that. The localizer's moving now, so let's go ahead and arm the approach. We're a Cat 3 single. Cat 3 single just lit up right there. Approach is good. And let's go ahead and activate our approach phase. Not you, sorry. Performance. Next phase. Oh, it's in the phase. Okay. So it's in approach phase. Fantastic, even better. It's slowing the airplane down. We're looking good here. And we've got some sort of airport light right out there. We've got quite a few airports around here. Localizer is good. Glide slope's coming down now. Localizer is locked. Looks good. Still a tad high. We're looking just fine right here. As the airplane slowing down. Once we get to this speed here, we can start putting our slats out and start slowing the airplane down. I like how it's keeping its best speed to the airport, so that's pretty nice. And there is the glide slope right there. Let's go ahead and put our gear out. Might be going a little fast for that. I don't know. Again, it's a learning thing. I'm used to doing the gear down and all that from there. No, we were fine on the gear. It's gonna help put some drag in the airplane, that's for sure. Doesn't say it needs any help, so we'll just kind of assume that it doesn't need help. Got the runway in sight right off our nose there. Winds. Oh, we're going to have a tailwind come in. Of course. Well, hopefully it updates as we come in. You just can't fly it with the real world weather, it seems, anymore. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Oh, man, it got dark down here quick, didn't it? Yes, it did. Okay. All right, airplane is slowing down. Let's go ahead and... can we go flaps 1 yet? Not yet, I don't think. Yeah, we can. Airplane is slowing down. No, I want 1 flap. Can we do... I hate how it does that. Okay, or not. I've had it... I can't get it to go into 1+F mode sometimes. It's maybe because we're going too fast. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay. I am going to put this out. I don't... Airplane doesn't want to slow down on its own, doesn't seem. I have the gear down, but that doesn't do anything. I mean, we're pretty close to the airport. I don't know why. Come on. There we go. Flaps, please. We're trying to get this thing to come on down. Slow it down, puppy. Slow down. All right, cool. Landing checklist. Let's do it now. Taxi light. Set takeoff. Here it is right here. Boop. Okay. This approach altitude's good. Spoilers are open. They're armed now. There we go. She's slowing down. Good Lord, this is a fast arrival. Okay. Spoilers are armed and no blue for landing memo. Then we have an after landing checklist. Okay, we're looking good right now. I just cannot get this plane to slow down. It usually comes out and it says, hey, I need help slowing down. This is not doing it today. I don't know why, but it's just not. Auto throttles, I'm gonna kill him, and the autopilot too. I'll take the airplane.
1,000.
Slow this sucker way down, man. It just does not want to slow down, doesn't want to get down. No get down goblin here. All right, we're looking okay. We're just gonna have to do it. Maybe it was something to do with the, something in the McDo for speed wise. We're a little high here. One back down. Woo-wee.
Approaching 3, 4 left.
Most of the issues I've ever had with this airplane are always on an approach. Like, I have no problems all the way up until the very, very final approach phase.
500.
Full speed. There we go. Gotta be careful here. Boy, this thing is really getting nailed by that.
400.
We have that stupid tailwind, it looks like. Yeah, it's gonna do this whole ballooning stuff. This is not gonna be a very good landing, I can tell you that right now.
300.
We'll do our best. We're dealing with this stupid tailwind.
200.
Because the winds were not even close to accurate. Okay, let's just try to salvage this approach. There we are.
50.
Throw out
40.
the crab.
30. 20. Retard. 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 Retard.
We are down. Woo-wee. A lot of rudder there. Throw that nose wheel down. There we go. Reversers are out. There's our decel. Jeez. That was rough. 60 knots. Clear them. Let this sucker roll out here. Use the high speed turn off. Yeah, that wasn't our best. Was not our best. You know, we got hot brakes. We knew that was going to be a thing. Yeah, master caution. We got you. We got you. All right, let's go ahead and taxi this sucker on in. Not exactly sure where we're going, so I'm not worried about having an accurate parking here today. It's a nice scenery, though. It is a nice scenery. You turn that guy off. All right, after landing checklist. Oh, we got to put our spoilers down. Boom, and bring our flaps in. Yeah, the airplane just did not want to slow down at all for us there. I couldn't get it into 1 flap mode. It was just, whew. Next time, I won't trust it. I'm just going to use spoilers on the arrival. Definitely going to use the spoilers on the arrival. How are we looking on the wheel heat? 345. Okay, so what do we got here? Flaps are up. Transponder can go off. Standby or whatever. Okay, do all this while we're taxiing. Brake temp, check 300. We are trying to get there at 345. They're still pretty darn hot, and I can't use them right now. I'm going to have to use them to slow down into here because this thing is just cruising into the ramp. External lights, we'll turn those off. APU, we'll start it. Go master switch. Wait a couple seconds here. And start. And there we go. Actually, you know what? Let's find out where the hell we are. There's Delta. Oh, that's so cool. The Delta building over there. That looks nice. That looks really nice. I'm going to go over to the C gates. I'm not really sure if that's correct, but we're going to go over there anyway. No idea where Frontier parks here. Okay, APU's good. Engine and wing anti-ice is off. All right, next up is parking. And we will do that. Let's put this taxi mode. Watch out for this truck here. He is going quick. All right, brakes are just going to be hot all the way in. They're just going to be hot no matter what we do. Because you have to use them. You have to stop the airplane. Well, you know what? Let's just go right here. Let's go to D. That's a real short one. We'll go over here to the C gates. I think we'll do that instead. All right, let's taxi this bad boy in. I think we have to have APU bleed for right now. Nope, we're looking good. Let's bring it over this way. I get a few stutters here and there. No big deal. And we're going to park it over here right on this left side. C6 we'll go to. Parking brake is set. Engine 2, engine 1, kill those. Seatbelt sign will go off. Beacon light off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salt Lake City. I don't think this is an auto gate. Could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Yep, we know. Master caution. Gotcha. Gotcha. Brakes hot, all that. Yep, we know that. Have them put the... Oh, you know why? Because we had to go chocks on and then parking brake off. There we go. That's what we had to do. Ground power, they can turn that on. We're on the AP right now, so we'll have them request them do the GPU. Once we have the external power, there we go. We're on external power now. And we can actually go ahead and kill the APU. We don't even need the APU now because we're on external power. So we can save that APU for later. Even better. All right, well, guys, that is going to do it for us today in X-Plane 11 with the Flight Factor A320. Still, it's just an airplane that I'm still learning. The only issues I've been having with this plane is the approach phase. So I don't know why it doesn't want to slow down sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't want to descend. But regardless, we did it. We're here in one piece. That's all that matters. I'll see you next time. Take care.